Hi guys, I'm Andy. Welcome back to Backpacking UK, the YouTube channel that's all about hiking, backpacking and wild camping. Right, today I'm in the Lake District to test out some 2025 Decathlon backpacking gear. So let's have a look in my tent. Now, as you guys know, I'm all about value for money, and the biggest outdoor retailer in the world has got that pretty much sewn up. Their gear is properly researched, developed, tried and tested. It's great value for money. But firstly, I've got to make my way up to the summit, Fleetwith Pike. A lot of their association is with sort of either cheap gear or budget gear. So today I've got some of their slightly more expensive backpacking gear from one of their brands, Simond, and I cannot wait to see the views from the top, because look at the stunning views from the bottom. So in particular, take my backpack today. That is their new MT900 ultralight backpack. So it's a 50-litre backpack that weighs under 1 kilo. I've also got their brand new MT900 ultralight backpacking tent. You can see why this mountain's just so popular. Look at it, just look at that. That's Buttermere, and in the far distance that's Crummock Water. But I want to show you that this more sort of budget gear works really well in the mountains in the Lake District. We've got ourselves a nice little scrambly bit, awesome. So the road down there, that goes to Keswick via Honister Pass. So here we've got another little scrambly bit. It's a proper little mini mountain. It's been absolutely fantastic so far, gets the heart rate going. Look at this, it's even got a mini ridge as well. There's just a little bit of exposure. And over here you've got haystacks somewhere there, and you've got, I'm pretty sure it's Great Gable in the background. Oh, we're nearly there now, but yeah, I definitely underestimated Fleetwith Pike. Yeah, it's definitely rewarding when you get to the top. So these are the views from the summit of Fleetwith Pike, 2,126 feet. There's a couple of wild campers up there, a couple of lads having a great time in their OEX jackal-free backpacking tent. Stunning views up here. So this is my wild camping spot for tonight on Fleetwith Pike. It's got to be one of the best wild camping spots in the whole of the Lake District. It's the most well-known secret. Everyone is camped up Fleetwith Pike. But look, this is why. Look at this. Ah. Surrounded by mountains, you've got the Buttermere down there. It's just absolutely stunning. Quite happily sit here and just chill. I've got a couple of beers with me as well. But it's just an absolutely cracking evening. So let's have a look in my tent. So this is Decathlon Simond MT900. They call it an ultralight tent, but it's basically a very lightweight 2-person tent, weighs 1.55 kilos, but it's got something very, very special about it that has never been seen before. It's got this special condenseless fabric, which basically means it's like an anti-condensation fabric, and tonight I'm going to give it a proper test. But it's a pretty cool looking 2-person tent, so it's sort of a single skinned hybrid. So what you got here, you've got like this really deep, almost like bathtub floor. It looks like the same material really. So it's got solid fabric all the way up till here, which is probably about a foot, and then it goes to see-through mesh. It's really quite nice and big inside. What I bought with me today. So I was wearing little Atom Packs The Roo sort of like bum bag, which carried some of my AV gear in. My trekking poles with these Decathlon Foclaz MT900s. These are aluminium poles. Wearing my Decathlon, I think they're Quechua MH500. They're sort of like hiking shoes. A little dry bag, and this has things like, I've got a special rest sort of drink, a little sponge just in case it's not condenseless like they say, but I'll tell you in the morning. So I've got a spoon, a couple of coffees, Nightcore power bank. I've got my little flex tail gear, Tiny Pump 2X. This is the one that's the lantern as well. And then I've got a little Sandmark head torch, which is really light. I really like that head torch. Then I've got some earplugs, and I've got a rubbish bag. 2 meals tonight because I've been a busy boy today. Then my side pocket. Ooh. I've got a Northern Monk Faith Hazy Pale Ale, and I've got 2 today. I've got my Brewdog Hazy Jane, which I've never had before, so I've got 2 beers. Then in the other big pocket, and it's got massive, massive side pockets, this new backpack, I've got like 850 ml of water because there's no water source up here, and I've also got my pee bag. I've got some wipes just to take off my sun cream that I had today. Then I've got, these are called Skinners. I've never seen these before ever, right? And they're like camp footwear, so they've got rubberized soles with like a sock, so, and there's like a cushioning in them, so they're really strange, really quirky, but I thought they would be well worth a look at. Then I've got my little Foclaz 1p cook set, so stainless steel pot, 900 ml, but it's got handles that fix together. It's got a lid with a strainer, and in here I've got my 100-gram canister. Comes with a little spork and a pot as well. I've also got my Foclaz MT500 gas stove. Now I've got this one, I have got the ultralight version as well, but this one's just got a larger diameter support, and it fits this cook set absolutely perfectly. Then I've got a Decathlon Simond dry bag with all my insulation in there. Then I've got my Decathlon Simond, I think it's an R value of about 5.4, that's it, 615 grams. So it's like a light winter sleeping pad. I used that for the West Highland Way and it was really good. Then I've got a small sort of ditty bag for first aid kit and toiletries in there. Then I've got my Foclaz pillow, which I've said this before on this channel, it's really, really good, really, really comfy. Then I've got my sort of pillow holder, which I can strap onto my sleeping bag or sleeping pad, so my pillow doesn't fall off during the night. And then I've gone for a quilt because it's quite a warm night tonight, so I've got my Neve Gear quilt, which attaches in two places onto my sleeping pad. And then what we've got here is Decathlon's brand new ultralight backpack. So this is the Simond MT 900 UL50. So it's an ultralight backpacking bag, but it's got a frame on it, but it's got suspended mesh. So it's hot today and it's really, really nice to have on your back. And it's obviously, it's like sub 1 kilo. It's made of like lightweight materials, but like I've got a bladder in this, but it's still got features. So in here, I've got things like flapjack and I've got some granola as well. So that, along with the tent, is my backpacking gear loadout. So first things first, deserved this today. It's been a big day in the lakes. Hazy pale ale, it's absolutely lovely. Right, so gonna have my orzo pasta bolognese, 635 calories. So I'm going to put my water in my lid on ready. It's quite nice that it's transparent as well, so you can see what's going on. And then get cracking and watch the sunset. This is simply breathtaking. I don't think wild camping can get much better, if I'm totally honest. It's just, the Lake District is just such an epic place, especially when you're right in the thick of it, like here. Buttermere, Crummock Water, surrounded by some amazing mountains. I think you've got High Style over to the left. Just spectacular. Right, so that's it done. Super fast boil time on this stove. It's really brilliant. And the prongs are just absolutely perfect to keep this cook set nice and stable. So I'm looking forward to this. And the scenery's starting to change, all sorts of colours in the sky, silhouettes of the mountains. The sun's just starting to set. The glimmer on the waters is just beautiful. So I'll show you how I've got my tent set up. Oh, it's worth knowing here, I'm actually pitched on the edge of a cliff, quite literally. So yeah, that's why I've sort of positioned my doors so I won't step straight out. Inside I've got my trekking poles, I've got my backpacking bag, then I've got my sort of camp footwear which I'm just about to slip on. I've got my second meal ready, then I've got my sleep system, so I've got this Neve Gear quilt, the Decathlon winter sleeping pad, and then over here I've got my insulation at the back, pee bag, all my bags, some of my AV gear and toiletries ready to go. And then this is the pillow strap thing, so I've got my Foclaz pillow in there, but it won't go anywhere. But I've got a nice lot of space inside this tent. So I've got my 2 vents up there, and then of course I've also got all this mesh, but it's quite deep, sort of with solid fabric. But this is where it's like a single skin tent. I'm really intrigued to see if this condenseless fabric truly works. So the wind's just started to really pick up, which I wasn't really expecting, to be honest. So it would be a good test for the tent. Now, believe it or not, these guys are all really taut. It's just not a level pitch, which is unfortunate. And if you can see, it's actually it's actually moving around a lot from all the sides, and I think it's because where I've pitched, I'm on like a little peninsula here, so I've got wind coming from all around me, so it's going to be an interesting night. Alright, so before we have a look outside, does this fabric work? Absolutely. I closed the vents as well to make it even harder. Oh no, I left that end one on. But there is zero condensation. There's actually zero. There's nothing. There's not even anything on here. So it appears to work. So let's have a look outside. It's very, very early. Might need to go to the summit to see the sunrise, because it will be over there. So it's 5:35. I didn't set my alarm or anything like that. Just the light woke me up, and as the sky is fairly blue and there is some colour in it, I'm just going to go back up to the summit just to see if I can see the sunrise. Oh, it's great time in the sun. It's just starting to rise. The summit of Fleetwith Pike. So glad I made the decision to come out and see this. Gosh, I'm tired, but all of a sudden, it's just the energy, I swear, is coming off that sun straight into my body. you wouldn't know it was 5:45 in the morning. I don't feel like this when I get up for work, that's for sure. But yeah, it's just a spectacular morning. You can just see where the tops of the mountains are just starting to come into light now. Do you see it there? And there. It's just the most amazing part of the day. I'm always torn with sunrises and sunsets, which is better, and they're both completely different, but both just give you just that extra special feeling that cannot be replicated. But it's so quiet. There was just two lads in the OEX Jackal 3 on the summit. Looked like they were having a good time last night, cooking up some food, topping up the tan. Good luck to them. It looked good. And there down there, it's my little Decathlon tent, right on the ledge. So my plan is to make a brew and just watch the sort of sun rise, and as it rises, taking the shadows off the mountains, and then hopefully through the valley it's going to light up Buttermere. So I'm going to hang around for that because I think it's going to be fairly spectacular too. But first things first, absolutely desperate for a coffee this morning. Oh, yep, we're bubbling. Double Kenko lattes. Oh, and there you have it. Oh, good few 100ml of latte there. Oh, and that sun's definitely still rising. It won't be long. Looks like a cup and a towel or some cup and socks. Now, I doubt anyone's done that on purpose. It's probably just like rolled off the hill when they were packing up. But you know, if you're serious about leave no trace, even if it means you're taking someone else's stinky socks home to bin, just do it. Now, one thing I do want to say with like Decathlon products, Foclaz, Quechua, Simond, is they've launched this co-creative sort of element to their business. So anyone can sign up for it, and basically when they're developing products, they'll send out like questionnaires and photos. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Do you think this will work? Do you think that'll work? And you actually are part of their creation. Now, if you're chosen, sometimes you actually, like, you'll have to pay yourself. They're not going to like fly you out to Chamonix, Mont Blanc, but you actually go trekking. So it's a fantastic initiative they've got, and we're at a funny old stage with the backpacking gear at the moment where companies are rushing products out constantly, and to actually have something that's slowly developed and tested properly, that's the big one for me, tested properly. Like, YouTubers shouldn't have to do it, the brands should be doing it. But this co-creative thing is fantastic because you feel like you're part of the products. Right, all packed up, as always, double, triple check, make sure you've left no trace. See someone else's rubbish, take it away too, because you want this spot to be as beautiful for the next person as you found it. So now the sun is well and truly out. It's just starting to light up Buttermere here. What a morning. It's it's absolutely spectacular morning. This is a nominate turn on haystacks, but I've had an absolutely cracking wild camp, and all the Decathlon gear I've used has been absolutely superb. Now what I'll do, I'll put all the links to the gear that I use in the description, but do not write off the cheaper backpacking gear and those budget brands. They make some absolutely belting products. So hope you enjoy this video. Please check out my videos. Hope to see you backpacking soon. Cheers.